Hello, I am Solano. This is COM115 with Professor Christine Reyes, and this is speech number one. The title of my speech is J.D. Vance's Stance on Upward Mobility. Thanks. The disproportion of knowledge, of wealth, of hope between the rich and the poor has exceeded its capacity for balance. Luck and fortune of circumstance play too heavy of a role in upward mobility, making the American dream unobtainable for most. According to J.D. Vance, I'm a cultural outsider. I didn't come from the elites. I didn't come from the Northeast or from San Francisco. I came from a southern Ohio steel town. And it's a town that's struggling in a lot of ways that are really indicative of the broader struggles of America's working class. In his speech, Vance analyzes his path of upward mobility, including the factors which had the most significant impacts of positive growth and development in his life. These were his grandparents' influence, his time spent in the United States Marine Corps, and his time spent as a student realizing the hope he needed to maintain. With seemingly little to no hope as a child, with parents dealing with alcoholism and drug addiction issues, JD was fortunate to have incredibly sound grandparents take over as the caretakers of his adolescence. The environment that his grandparents provided him with allowed JD to take control of his life, eventually leading him to a life in the Marine Corps. JD's JD Vance's research in the Marines claimed it to be a 4-year crash course in character. Well, as a fellow Marine, speaking from experience, I can testify to this statement. I learned an incredible amount in my 4 years of service. Additionally, Vance is a first generation college student. This provided Vance with tons of hope. When Vance first attended Yale, he had no idea a lawyer had to go to school to be a lawyer. It was also to his surprise when concerns over how to pay for university were brought up, and he realized access to financial support was available to him as an underprivileged student. To this, he was shocked. Vance used this pleasant surprise to motivate him to his law degree. Vance always seemed to find hope through his environment, just like we all seem to do. So much of what J.D. Vance shared with us about his experiences are so incredibly close to those which have shaped and continually shape my life. So, having drawn conclusion from a law graduate like J.D. Vance, as well as my own personal life events and influences, I pose this question to you. Why do luck and fortune of circumstance play such a determining role in our upward mobility? If America is free, it is meant to be so for all, not a select few anomalies who make it through the cracks, and not an elite cabal of few hoarding resources and wealth of knowledge. Our current model is not perfect and in need of major changes. What we ultimately can control, however, is our own actions and our own attitudes in the approach of life's obstacles and hurdles. Seeking to be a lifelong learner, taking any and every advantage to better yourself, and the resiliency in the pursuit of what you are passionate about is what will lead you to the American dream. Even if the dream has become about that process, that journey rather than the destination.